Hey guys, my name is Danny. I'm a photographer based in the Bay Area. I got my camera bag ready. Let's go on a photo walk together. I first headed to PhotoWorks to pick up some film. I ordered my first film camera that's supposed to come in next month. I'm so excited to start shooting with it. Today's goal was to go to different neighborhoods in San Francisco to shoot interesting compositions, find interesting colors. So I headed to that or Sunset, which is my favorite neighborhood. But first, obviously, let's get some coffee. As I was driving by the neighborhood, I saw this car parked in front of this fire hydrant, so I had to stop and take a photo. I love the texture and the fact that they're both white. I wasn't sure about perspective, so I went on the other side and waited for someone to come by to snap this photo. I like both, but I'm not sure which I like better. Sick car. I wonder who drives this. Like, is this like a daily driver or like, I ended up at Cedar Baths afterwards. I was trying to look around to find interesting compositions. I feel like a lot of these turned out like postcards. This guy's fit goes so hard. Look at those socks. That hat's pretty tight too. He was kind of just drawing. A lot of bikers out that day for sure. This is around like 1 or 2 p.m. So the light was not very pretty, but I feel like these photos came out pretty well. I finally also got to check out the camera obscura. It was always closed when I would go. When I walked in, it was pitch black. Super quiet, no music, just the wind that you would hear outside. I was always curious how it looked inside. All the images are being portrayed on this column that's like oval, and it's being projected through that peephole on the top. It was interesting though how simple it is, but how complex it also is. Definitely worth checking out. I was in there for maybe 10 to 15 minutes, but definitely something I want to come back to again at a different time of day. There's also this photo right here where depending on where you are in your perspective, it would change his facial expression. Hella random, but pretty cool. I walked around outside for a little more. This building was closed. Used to be a restaurant, and snapped some photos around there. I like this photo a lot, but I feel like it gets too washed out. I couldn't expose this right. This one was a little bit better. I love the motion in the birds that were flying by. And then I shot my favorite shot of the day, which was this one. I love how it looks like a painting. It's those pastel colors. I feel like the exposure is just right. I just pushed it far enough to give that dreamy look. This was like another side of that building really close by, but I feel like it doesn't go as hard. I was trying to think of different places to go, and then I remembered that the Lincoln Park steps were pretty close by, so I got in my car and drove over. I decided to take some photos before getting there and walking there, and snap these around the neighborhood. I like the shot of this door, this random yellow door. When I got there, this woman was walking down, and I knew that I didn't want to take photos of the actual steps, so I'm really happy with this shot and how it just looks with all the depth in it. I realized I was actually really close to the Golden Gate Bridge, and I had never gone there with the intention of shooting it. I feel like there's too many tourists there. There's always people trying to shoot it. It's overshot. So I was trying to find interesting compositions that were nearby that didn't really reflect what I would see online or on Instagram. These are okay. I feel like I like this one the most though. I like how much space there is. It looks like a postcard. A lot of these feel like postcard vibes. I then headed to Fort Point, which is down the way. It's a historic site I've been wanting to go for a long time. It was really interesting how old it felt. It's an old building, so that makes sense. A lot of people were walking around. I try to find, compositions that didn't have the people in the way, but there's a lot of families sort of roaming around. And then I ended my day, as I was leaving San Francisco, I headed to this hill. It was super steep. I remember I was super out of breath, but totally worth it. I snapped a couple of shots while I was up there as the sun was coming down. The light was not good. There's so much overcast, but it was a nice day. I'm really glad I went out there and shoot some photos. Thanks for checking this out, guys. Alright, bye.